Hello students! Let's read this problem together. Ruben rolled a standard six-sided dice 180 times. What is a prediction for the number of times the dice will land on a number greater than 4? So what we want is the probability of getting a number greater than 4. Before I find that, I'm going to look at the number cube or the dice and see what are all the possible outcomes. And then we will look at the ones that are greater than 4. Okay, so here are all the possible outcomes when we roll this cube. We could land on the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, 5, or 6, since it's a six-sided dice. Now we want the numbers that are greater than 4. So we're going to look at these and see which ones are greater than 4. Let's be careful because we know 1, 2, and 3 are less than 4. They're not greater than 4. Now let's look at the number 4. Is the number 4 greater than 4? It's not, right? It's equal to. So the number 4 is not part of our outcomes that we want. We want greater than 4. So that would be the 5 and the 6. So the number of outcomes that are what we want, there are 2 of them. The 5 and the 6 are the 2 numbers that are greater than 4. And in the bottom, we put our total. So we know that we have all the outcomes here, and there was 6 total possibilities. Okay? And now that we have that, we can set up a proportion. So what we want is if we rolled 180 times. So we're going to set up the proportion where we are saying if the probability of a number greater than 4 coming out is 2 out of 6, then what do we predict if we roll a total of 180 times? So this is what our proportion box would look like. We just took the 2 over 6 because 2 is the numbers that are greater than 4 out of a total of 6. And we're going to roll the dice 180 times in total. So how many of those rolls will land on a number greater than 4? That's our unknown. That's the x. Okay, so now we're going to either we can use our relationships or we can use cross products. In this particular one, I want to look at the relationship. So I can see that 6 times something equals 180. Can you see it? So 6 times 3 equals 18. So 6 times 30 equals 180. So using the same relationship, I can do 2 times 30 and I will get x. So x equals 2 times 30 is 60. Now, if you want to use cross products, you can also use cross products. So we can do 2 over 6 is equal to x over 180. And we can do 2 times 180, which would be 360, is equal to 6 times x. And then we make sure we're going to divide by the coefficient, which is 6. Whatever we do to one side of an equation, we have to do it to the other side of the equation. And 6 divided by 6 is 1, so that's going to be x equals 360 divided by 6 is 60. So we get the same answer either way. X equals 60. So the correct answer is B. For the number of times the dice will land on a number greater than 4, 60 times it should land on a number greater than 4. if we roll the dice 180 times.